have her, just to have he knows who that is. That I think that's the boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, I'd like to ask that if you have your cell phone with you or any other recording devices, that you would please turn those devices into silent mode. We appreciate that. And also, secondarily, we have two big events going on here today. We have this graduation, and then at 2 o'clock, we're going to have a promotion ceremony. So we would like to ask that once we complete the graduation ceremony, find your new deputy sheriff, and they're going to lead you to the next room over here so that you can get some cake and refreshments. Okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, somebody didn't listen. It's okay, you're off the hook. Last time it was mine, so you guys are good. Did you guys hear the one about, no, never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready? Some of you have been here for 2.5 to 3 hours. I don't think these recruits that are about to be deputy sheriffs could be more loved and appreciated. So I know they are very thankful for you guys. We want to welcome you here today. I'm Sergeant Mike Billings. I am currently the acting captain of the Denver Sheriff's Department Training Academy. On behalf of the Denver Sheriff's Department, I would like to welcome all of you to the graduation ceremony of Denver Sheriff Recruit Class 2023-4. With that being said, Sergeant Montoya, can you please post the class?
Recruit Class 2023-4, post. Right, head, boom. Forward, boom. Forward, march. Leo. 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 March time. Forward. Honor guard. Prepare to pulse. Color. Green cover. Ready. Haste. Raise that. Order. Ready. Haste. March time. Loyal. Loyal. Loyal.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to ask you please remain standing for the invocation by the Denver Sheriff Department Chaplain, Rachel Swallow.
Welcome, everyone, and congratulations to all of you. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we are so grateful to be able to come together and celebrate the graduates who have committed to serve the people of our city. I pray that your hand be upon them in such a way that it brings them confidence with every step in their career. I pray that you go before them, that you order and guide them on this path, and that none of their steps shall slide. Give them a firm footing. Let them feel your divine leading as they walk out each day. Show them your paths that lead to truth and justice. Give them a heart full of compassion, understanding, and discernment, and a boldness to do what is right. Grant unto them wisdom beyond their years, wisdom in difficult situations, and for sound judgment. I ask that you bring solutions and strategies to tackle any issue that life throws at them. I pray safety over them, both physically and mentally, and that you would flood them with your peace. Not peace as the world gives, but a perfect peace that passes all understanding. I ask that you bless them with abundant health and long life will you satisfy them. I pray blessings over their marriage, their children, and family, and that no harm shall come near their household. Father, bless this partnership between our deputies and the department. Grant our leadership the ability to lead, inspire, and develop the greatness that's already on the inside of them, making the DSD family all the better for it. For our leadership, I pray that you give them strength and ability, wisdom and grace to lead those in their command and the citizens who are placed in our care. I release my most holy faith on behalf of our graduates, their families, and the staff within all the departments that are represented here today. I thank you that you hear us when we pray and you're faithful to carry out all that we ask. Amen.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Class, take seats.
I just wanted to assure the sheriff that whatever he heard related to someone's cell phone, I promise you, sir, it was not mine this time. So, thank you, sir. All right, this is the point in our presentation that the pressure is on me, so bear with me. I'm going to do my best and introduce everyone that's up here. That's our VIPs, our guests. So here we go. At this time, I would like to introduce our distinguished guests and DSD leadership who have joined us today. I would like to ask that you please hold your applause until the end of the introductions. Mayor Michael Johnston. Sheriff Elias Diggins.
It's the mayor's first time. So.
I knew it wasn't going to be. I was going to let you stand up as long as you wanted to. Department of Safety Chief Deputy Director Mary Gulacki. Chief of Administration Sonia Gillespie. Chief of Mental Health Services Dr. Nikki Johnson. Chief of the Denver Fire Department, Chief Desmond Fulton. Councilman Kevin Flynn. Chief of Denver Health Paramedics, Chief Briskevich. Major Scott Happ. Major Janelle Orozco. Major Derek Wynn. Major Kelly Bruning. Chaplain Rachel Swally. Ms. Carrie Wyman from the Office of the Independent Monitor. Captain, soon to be Major, Gabrielle Velez. And Ronnie Brown, our jail medical administrator. Thank you all for being here today. Nailed it. Thank you guys for your good vibes. I could feel that you were there for me, and I appreciate that. On November 13th, 2023, these recruits started their 15-week journey of completing the Denver Sheriff's Department Training Academy. They were introduced to a team of sergeants and deputies who'd serve as their instructors, mentors, coaches, and counselors. Relying on our many years of combined experience and knowledge, the Academy staff continuously strives to ensure that the best training possible is provided. We teach, train, provide support, while also giving the guidance, instruction, and direction that they will need to best prepare them for the next step as they leave the Academy setting. With that said, at this time, I would like to introduce the members of the Denver Sheriff's Department Training Cadre. Sergeant Stephen Montoya, Deputy Jarquise Scott, Deputy Mark Lociali, Deputy Angela Willis, Deputy Stephan Pedregon, and Deputy Jessica Johnson. They are not here today, but we would also like to honor and acknowledge our firearms instructors, Deputy David Ariano, Deputy Billy Bai, and Deputy Jason Huber. Also agency trainer Tim Casorla, and our curriculum developer Tim Mills. I would also like to acknowledge and thank our human resources partners, our recruitment team, the physical therapy team, our wellness coordinator, our public safety cadets, Deputy Phillips with the photography unit, and the DSD Honor Guard. We can't do this without you guys, so thank you. I'd also like to take a brief moment to recognize all current and former first responders who have joined us today, along with any veterans, active duty or reserve members of our military branches. I'd like to ask at this time that you please stand to be acknowledged. Don't be shy. Thank you for your service and for your sacrifice, for protecting our nation and our freedoms, and for protecting and serving your communities. We appreciate you more than you could ever know. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium Denver's Mayor, Michael Johnston.
That was the one thing I couldn't mess up, which was just come to the podium and stand here. That part I got down. I am delighted and honored to be here. It is my first time at this also, so we're in this together. I really just want to be here to say two thank yous. And the first thank you is to this class, because I think there were a lot of things you could have chosen to do with your life, and you chose instead to answer the call to service. You answered a call to say, what I want to do first and foremost is be able to be on the front lines, making sure that this city is safe, and that everyone goes to bed every night feeling safe in this city. I will tell you just one story about the courage of the ranks of the deputies you're about to join, which is in this moment where everything is contested and people disagree about things and disagree about them deeply, those issues all come before you and come before us. So just last week at the City Council in Denver, we had probably the largest, most difficult to manage protest we've ever had in a City Council meeting. We had hundreds of people who showed up around the debate over Israel and Palestine. And those folks got very angry, got very heated. I was in my office downstairs. I thought the roof was going to collapse because there were hundreds of people stomping and stomping on top of the roof because they didn't get what they wanted. We had city council members who didn't feel safe in their own chambers, and we didn't know what to do. And in that moment, it was sheriff's deputies in this city who stepped in quite literally to defend democracy, to make sure that hearing could go on, to make sure people were heard. There was no violent conflict. They expertly de-escalated the situation so that people both could be heard, the council could be respected, and all the business laid out to get done that night got done. They didn't come to disrupt. They weren't allowed to disrupt what was going to be the people's business. But that only happened because they were people that were well trained, they were well suited, had the presence of mind to manage that chaos, to insist on law and order and safety, and to do it in a way that respected the rights of all the folks that were gathered there. And that is what happens when a city works well, is people who are called to serve it show up in a way to protect those rituals that we think are most important. That is what you'll be called to do. Everything from keeping people that are most at risk in our county jails safe and protected, to our courtrooms, to our city and county building, to my office. At every stage of city government, we rely on you to make sure the city runs, and we are really deeply grateful for your service. The second thank you I have is, will everyone who is a family member or a loved one of someone in this class please stand right now? And you got to stay standing for just a minute, so get comfortable. Anyone who is up here on this stage who wears a uniform, or folks in the back of the room who have answered this call to service, will be the first to tell you that this is not just an oath that these individuals take today. It's an oath that all these families take. You too have signed up for the call to service. You have answered it. You've been willing to be a part of it. And we know it will mean there will be long nights, and there will be birthday parties that people are late for, and there will be family events that they're not able to make it to. And more than that, there will be nights where they will come home tired and exhausted and overwhelmed by the heartbreak that can be true in this job every day. I have a wife who's in law enforcement, and there are days when each of us comes home and they need someone else to be able to carry them. My faith tradition tells the story of you walking across the sand in two sets of footsteps, and there are times when the road gets hard, there's only one set of footsteps. And someone turns to the Lord and says, "What happened? Why did you abandon me?" In those moments of greatest need where I was walking alone. And in that story, the answer is no. Actually, in those moments, it was I that carried you. In the moments you couldn't walk for yourself, I will carry you. Because they are giving their lives to serve this city, it means they're going to need you in those hardest of moments to carry them. And I want to both thank you for signing up to take that oath. I want to thank you on behalf of the city to know that there may be nights they are late to get home to put your kids in bed, but it means because they have made sure that you live in a city where every kid can go to bed and feel safe. That's the greatest commitment they can make. It's the greatest commitment you can make. And thank you so much on behalf of the city for making that commitment for us. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Mayor. You guys can be seated. I'd like to now invite up from the Department of Safety, Chief Deputy Director Mary Julaki.
Thank you, Sergeant Billings. First of all, there's another person that we are going to recognize, and that is Division Chief Aaron Sanchez with the Denver Police Department. I'm sure he was out there working hard, and that's why he was delayed in getting here. He's representing Chief Thomas. And I'm representing Armando Saldante, the Executive Director, who would be here, but don't tell the mayor, but there's this budget thing going on in the city right now, and the finance people needed to meet with him to figure out where the money tree is. So, but he loves coming to these because as we go through selecting applicants and actual recruits for these academy classes, it is so exciting to see the end product and see you after your journey through the academy. So he wishes his personal congratulations to each and every one of you. Something that Chaplain Swally said stuck with me, and it talked about the firm path that you have been given, the foundation that you've been given. And that brings me to Sergeant Billings and the entire Academy staff. You folks have been given the best. You have been trained and you have been given the best of their knowledge, and you're going to enter a training program what's in the facilities that's going to continue that. I want to thank each and every one of the members of the training staff, because we in the Department of Safety are constantly throwing stuff at you, saying, oh, go do this, and change this, and can we adapt this, and how about this? And you always, always, always are willing to adapt so that we can be on top of producing the best sheriff's department and the best people and the best trained people capable of dealing with the challenges that the mayor spoke of. Whenever you speak at one of these things, it's always difficult, and it always seems worse at the sheriff's because we have so many people that speak, because we all start saying the same thing, and I kind of incorporate everything the mayor said because he stole some of my usual thunder. I want to acknowledge the families. Thank you, thank you, thank you, for the same reasons that the mayor spoke of. I'm the wife of a member of law enforcement. I know about what you go through. I know what that means. And I want to thank you for everything you've done up to this point, because the foundation that these folks are all walking in is what you helped lay too. So keep them in your hearts, be there for them when they need you, and understand when sometimes they just can't share everything with you. I also want to thank the safety recruiting teams, both within the department, Major Rosca, Sergeant Lang's back there somewhere, and then all of the people in safety HR who work their tails off to try and get recruits processed as quickly as possible. Yeah, give her another big hug, because those two ladies back there do the bulk of the work to try and get all of you here. We try and get you here before somebody else grabs you, because you are valued beings. There's so many people who want what you bring to the table. Now I want to thank each and every one of you for, as the mayor said, choosing this. This isn't a profession that everybody's willing to say, I want that. Something inside you said, I want to do that. You're going to have some real challenges. When you're sitting in a pod and this is a bad day, you're going to have to go deep inside yourself and treat people who are at the lowest moments in their lives, who may not have had all of the love and support and advantages in life that have built you and brought you to this point. And you're going to have to try and remember they're a human being and treat them just as you would if it was your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle. And that's a hard thing to do. I don't know that I could do it, but I see the men and women who wear a badge do it every single day. Thank you. Take care. Support each other. Be there for each other. And remember, what brought you here is your honesty, your integrity, and your wanting to do the right thing. Keep that in mind. Good luck. God bless. We're here for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gilacki. At this time, I would like to welcome up the Sheriff of the City and County of Denver, Sheriff Elias Diggins.
Thank you. We'd also like to welcome Councilwoman Alvidrez, who is joining us today. So thank you, Councilwoman. Please give her a round of applause as well. The mayor and I met this morning along with Director Saldalte, Chief Fulton, and Chief Thomas, and we meet every other week to talk about issues that are important to the Department of Safety. And after I finished my briefing, the mayor talked about what he just spoke of, which was the incredible work of the Denver Sheriff's Department and how that could have been a much different outcome if it wasn't for our professionalism. He has been a supporter of ours before he got into office, and he continues to be so as well. And I think his presence today is a demonstration of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give the mayor another round of applause if you don't mind. And it's the same for our council members. When the event happened that the mayor spoke about, I can't tell you how many of them called me or I called in to check on them, and they just raved about how appreciative they were of the professionalism, the poise, and the character of the deputies that worked not just that day, but every single day when they are called to duty. So we appreciate the city council support as well. I'm going to be very brief because I'm going to be back up here swearing them in later on during this ceremony. But I too want to thank all of the family members that are here, because it is a family affair when you become a Denver Deputy Sheriff. This is my 30th year with the Denver Sheriff's Department, and I can tell you that I love this department. I can tell you that the Denver Deputy Sheriffs that work for the city and county of Denver love this department, as evidenced by how long people stay here. Chief Gillespie, who generally speaks, but I think today, because our program is tight, she won't be speaking, is a 32-year veteran. The majors, the captains, the deputies that you see in the back, they've been here 5 years, 10 years, sometimes 20 years, sometimes 35 years, because this is our second home. It's our home away from home. And so we appreciate when people decide that they want to choose a life of service and choose the Denver Sheriff's Department to become a family member of. This is what I want to tell you today. That choice that Mary and the mayor talked about today was something that you did, but I want you to also remember that wearing a badge is a privilege as well. And never forget that. Leadership is a privilege, but wearing a badge is a privilege as well. Our motto is dedication, service, and duty. Every day, show up dedicated to do the good work that has been done since December 2nd of 1902. Do you all remember that date? Taught you that on day one, right? Dedication, service to the people who are in our custody, but to the community as well, and duty. Every single day, don't forget that you are called to perform a very special duty. Never ever forget that. The badge gives you the authority to do the work, but your heart is where you lead from. And always lead with your humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today, and I'll be back to swear them up in just a moment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sheriff. During this academy, our focus is on one class, one team. This is our primary message and mindset that we want to see the recruits adhere to and strive for during the academy. We stress the importance of building strong bonds, supporting and encouraging each other, and working together to achieve a common goal. However, in this moment, we want to recognize those recruits who have excelled individually in various areas of the recruit training process. Recruits are able to earn and receive individual awards and recognition for exceptional performance in the areas of academics, physical fitness, firearms, defensive tactics, and defensive driving. So at this time, I would like to ask members of the training cadre to come up and present these awards to those recruits who have excelled in these areas.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to present the award for most improved in physical fitness. And this award goes to Jonathan Loderos.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to present the next award for our Defensive Emergency Vehicle Operations course to Nicholas Frumley.
I am honored to present the award for top academic, and that is Aisha Ventura.
All right, the next award goes to the recruit who showed the best skill during the firearms portion of the training academy, and that is Lucas Kincaid. All right, so I have the honor of giving the last 3 awards going to one person. Mr. Phil Romero, would you please stand? So he got the awards for #1 in defensive tactics, #1 in physical fitness, and he is our class valedictorian.
Congratulations to all of you. Each academy selects a speaker to share about the experiences that the class had during their recruit training. Class 2023-4 is elected to speak on their behalf. Recruit Nicholas Crumride.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Nick Crumran. I'd like to thank everybody for being here to recognize and congratulate the recruiting class of 2023-4 from the Denver Sheriff's Academy. We'd like to thank Sergeant Billings, Sergeant Montoya, as well as our deputies, Deputy Johnson, Deputy Luciali, Deputy Pedregon, Deputy Scott, and Deputy Willis. Honorable mention to our firearms instructors, Deputy Ariano, Deputy Bai, Deputy Carpenter, Deputy Huber, and Deputy Newman, as well as our instructor, Tim Mills. First, most importantly, I'm filled with immense happiness and accomplishment. We've all been through so much the past 15 weeks just to be present here amongst visionary leaders who steer the course of our law enforcement agencies with knowledge, courage, and wisdom. You have empowered and inspired us to be who we are today. Thank you to our mayor for being here and his staff, and our distinguished command staff being here as well. Today means different things for each and one of us. For some it comes as sweet relief, and for others, it's looking to the future with anticipation. Together we have made many core memories that will last a lifetime. There are not many people in this world that can say that they've been through the things that we've been through the past 15 weeks. Each day somebody makes the choice to quit or to keep fighting. Every person you see right here made the choice to not quit and keep fighting the fight. Sergeant Billings once told us to find our why, because our why will be our driving force to keep going when we feel like giving up. We all found our why. I'll end with this word of encouragement to my classmates. You have all won battles that people only know about. These are the silent triumphs, the inner strength that keeps you going. Take a moment to acknowledge your resiliency, your courage, and the incredible journey that you guys have all been on. You're all stronger than you realize, and your victories, both seen and unseen, are a testament to your remarkable strength. Don't give up and don't quit, because you guys have already accomplished so much. Be strong, be fearless, don't be afraid, and don't be scared by your enemies, because the Lord your God is the one who marches with you. He won't let you down, and he won't abandon you. To my classmates, congratulations. We're Denver Deputy Sheriff. Thank you.
At this time, with the help of Mayor Johnson and Sheriff Diggins, we will now present the certificates and badges to recruit class 2023-4.
Class, attention!
This microphone should probably still pick me up, it's so powerful, so we're gonna get this started. Philip Romero. You can applaud. Hey, you guys got to deal with the program, all right? Thank you, sir. Aisha Ventura. Adam Gutierrez. Devin Campbell. Gabrielle Shoelake. Dinesh Guragai. Andrew Neely Willis. Robert Gonzalez. Jackson Kozalter Video. Corey Hill. Daryl Killebrew. Nicholas Brumrine. Ben Schneider. Lucas Kincaid. Jonathan Viveros. He just made a memory. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will now take a break so the loved ones can pin on the badges.
Flash, fall out.
Look so we can see you.
God, thank you. Why you don't bring your baby to work? I've been chasing him around all night. He's been back. Oh, okay. I was like, you gotta sit down.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I will ask Sheriff Diggins to come to the podium and swear in Class 2023-4.
Actually, I'm standing right here so that their families can see them. Recruits, half left face. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. I, do solemnly swear. That I will support the Constitution. Of the United States. And the state of Colorado. And the charter and ordinances. Of the city and county of Denver. And I will faithfully perform. The duties of. Deputy Sheriff. Upon which I am about to enter. To the best of my skill and ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
Class. Left. Face. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you the Deputy Sheriffs of Class 2023-4. Everyone, you can have a seat. Class.
Class, take seat.
He and I work well together. Congratulations to you all. Thank you for being teachable and coachable and showing the desire and willingness to grow and learn every day. Be proud of yourselves and your accomplishments. Everyone out here is extremely proud of you. Everyone in this cadre is extremely proud of you. We told you that we don't hand out badges to just anyone. You have earned that badge that's on your chest. Again, congratulations, we are proud of you. We started the groundwork and given you the foundation. Now it's up to you to build your legacy. Keep working hard. Continue to be teachable and coachable because you still have so much more to learn. Always lead with your humanity and never compromise your integrity. Always remember your why and let that drive and motivate you as you move forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask that you now please stand for the retrieval of the colors.
Class, attention! Forward, forward. March time. Honor guard. Ready. Haste. Raise it. Order. Ready. Haste. Try to retreat. Colors. March time. Low. 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 Low.
Thank you again to the Honor Guard. Sergeant Montoya, please retire the guidon.
Class, retire the guidon. Deputies of Class 2023-4, you are dismissed. Forever fearless, forever one!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us today. This concludes our ceremony.